Hey, how's everybody doing out there? I hope you're doing good. Welcome to Warrior Based Tangle Ministries. I know I have been away for a long time. I haven't been up to date, but I've been so tired and doing a lot of other things. This is Warrior Based Tangle Ministries. I am your Sergeant at Arms, Deacon Terrence Trotman. And today's spiritual rearmament comes from a part of the Bible that a lot of pastors stay away from because it is what they consider too controversial for today's world. But I decided to, this came to me, and I never really understood why, but it is a something that just came to me this morning, and I had to read it. Your spiritual rearmament, and I know a lot of people are not going to like it, but I don't care. And I know I'm going to step on a lot of people's toes. And I know I'm going to get ridiculed, but I don't care. But your spiritual rearmament comes from Leviticus 20. And Leviticus says, I will also turn against those who commit spiritual prostitution by putting their trust in mediums or in those who consult the spirits of the dead. I will cut them off from the community. So set yourselves apart to be holy, for I am the Lord your God. Keep all my decrees by putting them into practice, for I am the Lord who makes you holy. Anyone who dishonors father or mother must be put to death. Such a person is guilty of capital offense. If a man commits adultery with his neighbor's wife, both the man and the woman who have committed adultery must be put to death. If a man violates his father by having sex with one of his father's wives, both the man and the woman must be put to death, for they are guilty of a capital offense. If a man has sex with his daughter-in-law, both must be put to death. They have committed a perverse act and are guilty of a capital offense. If a man marries his sister, the daughter of either his father or his mother, and they have sexual relations, it is a shameful disgrace. This must be publicly cut off from the community. If a man practices if a man practices homosexuality, having sex with another man as with a woman, both men have committed a detestable act. They must both be put to death, for they are guilty of a capital offense. If a man marries both a woman and her mother, he has committed a wicked act. The man and both women must be burned to death to wipe out such wickedness from among you. If a man has sex with an animal, he must be put to death, and the animal must be killed. If the woman presents herself to a male animal to have intercourse with it, she and the animal must both be put to death. You must kill both, for they are guilty of a capital offense. Since the man has violated his sister, he will be punished for his sins. Wait a minute. I think that was supposed to be part of. Well, basically, what is going on here is Leviticus is true to today's world. And this is coming from the New Living Translation that I'm reading from. What does that mean? God has given Moses, this is from after Moses led his people out of bondage from Exodus, and he went to the Caucasus Mountains and he got the 10 Commandments. And there were rules for his people to live by. And thou shalt not commit adultery. Excuse me. Thou shalt not commit adultery is one of them. It's considered a capital offense. This whole section, that section I just read, it is very powerful on how this world is really messed up. And also some of the churches don't even touch that particular passage of the Bible. They skip over it, or they abbreviate it, or they just don't talk about it at all. Well, like I said, when I said they skip over it. And I'm going to tell you right now, it is really, it's telling you what is wrong. But that's why a lot of the churches are going towards the New Testament. It practice love and honor, love thy neighbor and everything. But it is also sad because we live in a perverse society right now. Everything is so perverse. Things that's not being pleased in God's eyes. And my interpretation, I think this is the reason why God sent his only begotten son to sacrifice. This was the reason why. Because he saw how this world was being so perverse that he couldn't take it no more. He really couldn't take it. And that's why he gave his son, his only begotten son. And his son died for our sins. Because the world was so perverse. And he's telling us we need to stop it. We need to live holy. And if we're not living holy, guess what? We're going to die of a spiritual death. And like the saying goes in the Bible, the wages of sin is death, but the gift of life is, the wages of sin is death, and the gift of love is life. I think it is. I can't remember. I could be wrong. So love thy neighbor and respect thy neighbor. It's very conflicting. But the Bible in the Old Testament tells you that's the foundation. And it tells you what's wrong. Everything is a capital offense. So you let me know what you think of it. God bless. You take care of yourself. Have a blessed day. And I know a lot of people didn't like today's spiritual rearmament. But I already know that. I know people are not going to like it. I don't care. But it is something that just was on my spirit. Okay? God bless. You take care. Have a blessed day. Be safe and love everyone, regardless of who they are. Just love them. And just love them. Okay? God bless. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.